Hi everyone, it's Cass. Welcome back to my channel, What Cass Read. Today I would like to do a challenge, and I took to Twitter and asked for some book coordinates. I got a few responses, and then I posted again, asked for some more responses, and you guys delivered. Becca and the books, I really have to thank you because you actually retweeted my tweet, and that helped me get some coordinates for this video. But I'm going to do the How Well Do I Know My Books challenge. I did an inventory of my books, and I have read like half of my books. There are definitely half of my books on my shelves that I've never read yet. So we'll see how well I know them. And let's get to it. I have 14 bookshelves. I'm counting each little cube as a shelf because if you have not watched my bookshelf tour, I stack each of these cubes to the brim. So there's a ton of books for us to choose from. And let's get to it. How well do I know my books? Question number 1 is, without looking at the description, tell us what the book is about. We're going with 11 and 13. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whew, this is a book that I actually just read. This is Shadow Black, written by Sebastian de Castell. So this book is the second book in the Spellslinger series. It's Sebastian de Castell's YA series that he has, and he has a young character named Kellen who is a part of this like powerful mage tribe. And he's supposed to take these mage trials by the time that he's age 16, and if he does not pass them, if he does not show any sort of magical ability, then he is like cast into the lower caste of society, and it's super embarrassing. So in book 2, he's adventuring on the road. He gets into sorts of trouble. He's trying to figure out what this Shadow Black plague is about. It's not a very common plague, but this town that he visits is like overridden with the plague, and he doesn't know why. Ooh, that felt good. I literally just finished that book. Nice. Okay, we're off to a good start. Now we need 5 and 29. Okay, 5 and 29, but what is the question? Without looking it up, what is the genre of the book? Cool, okay. That was probably the easiest question on here. And this is The Witchwood Crown, written by Tad Williams. It's a fantasy book. It's a safe assumption that there's fantasy books on my shelves. Without looking at the book, tell us what is on the cover. Okay, so the book is The School for Good and Evil, book number 2, A World Without Princes. So the theme for all of these books is that you have the two main characters facing each other. Okay, so there's that. So we'll have the two main girls facing each other. This book has like blue on the cover. I think the princes, the aforementioned princes, are going to be like flipped upside down, also doing a face-off. What do we got? Oh no! Okay, so I've got the two main covers. It was a very good, it was a close call. Alright, so we have the two main girls. One girl, second girl, the two little swans. The swans are facing each other. I got the blue part right. I got one prince, but I put him in the wrong spot. Okay, so that one I didn't do very well on. Question number 4, without looking it up, what is the main character's name? And we're going with 2 and 30. You see that basket? That's my second shelf right there. 4, 5. After all of that counting, you saw Luna helping me there, I found Crime and Punishment, written by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I have no idea. I have no idea who the main character is in this. I know it's like a tale of revenge. Is it a tale of revenge or a tale of murder? Maybe it's a tale of murder. This is definitely one of the books on my list of books that I would like to read for the Big Ass Book Club. If you haven't seen my announcement for the Big Ass Book Club, I'll put that down below. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten this anyway, just out of curiosity. So, a troubled young man commits the perfect crime. The murder of a vile pawnbroker no one will miss. So it's a murder. Raskolnikov. That sounds better. That's the name of the character. Alright, without looking, name a side character. Okay, let's see if I can do any better. Oh, thank the Lord. This is a book that I definitely know. This is Fool's Errand, written by Robin Hobb, book number 1 of the Tawny Man trilogy, and a side character is going to be Starling. She's the first one to stand out because I hate her so much. Guess how many pages the book has without looking. If you guess 25 below or 25 above the number, you can count it as a win. Whoa, okay. All right, so that ended up being Renegades, written by Marissa Meyer. This is a book that I have not read. It's pretty heavy. I shouldn't let the fact that it is hardcover throw me off, but it's feeling like it's over 500 for sure. Could it be over 600? I don't think it'll be bigger than... Let's go with 609. 556. Should have gone with my instinct. I was like, don't let the fact that it's hardcover throw you off. The hardcover definitely made me feel like it was over 600. So I'm like more than 50 off. Without looking it up, what rating did you give this book? If you land on a book that you haven't read, pick a new set of numbers. Like I said, I've read half of the books on my shelf. Okay, we're going with 10 and 18. Okay, I have to repick because that was a book of fairy tales that I had since I was a kid, so I definitely didn't rate that one. Okay, the next one is 4 and 12. Beautiful. This is A Closed and Common Orbit, written by Becky Chambers. I definitely rated this 5 out of 5 stars. I included it in my best books I read this summer. This is one of the best books that I read this year, so I definitely didn't have to look it up to know that this was a 5-star read. Without looking, where does this book take place? Ugh. The book I landed on was Theft of Swords, written by Michael J. Sullivan. I should know this one because I love this book. I've definitely read it. Do I know where it takes place? Like, which fictional kingdom is this? Luna, I don't know. I have to give up. I don't know. Luna, where is this? I know some of the cities. Elan! Oh! Oh, that makes me so mad. I knew that one too. Alright, without looking, what are the parents' names? Oh no, that isn't gonna go well. So that came up with The Alloy of Law, written by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first book of the second era Mistborn. Do I know the parents? No, I haven't read this one. Are there parents? Without looking at the hardback, what color is the book under the dust jacket? Let's hope I land on a hardback. Okay, so this is The Emperor's Blades, written by Brian Staveley. Book number 1 of The Unhewn Throne. A yellow cover. It's the back. Let's say green. Can you see it? Oh! There we go. It's green. Without looking, do the chapters have titles or are they just numbers? Okay, that's The Vagrant, written by Peter Newman. It's a 50-50 chance. I'm gonna go with numbers. Oh, well, yeah, they are numbers. Okay, I thought I saw letters, I got freaked out. So they are numbers, just written out. Without looking at the book cover, does it have an award on it? And that's gonna bring us to 5 and 26. Thanks, Luna. Okay, the book that ended up getting picked was The Dragonbone Chair, written by Tad Williams. I don't think, I'm gonna go with 0 awards on the cover. It has a sword on the cover. Haha! Without looking, does this book have any author blurbs on the front cover? The book ended up being A Breath of Snow and Ashes, written by Diana Gabaldon. It's book number 6 of the Outlander series, and I'm gonna say there are no blurbs on this cover. Nice. It says #1 New York Times bestselling author, but no blurbs. Without looking, does the book have a description on the back? Okay, so we ended up with The Final Empire, written by Brandon Sanderson, book 1 of the Mistborn trilogy, and yes, there is a description on the back. I knew this because I got this as a part of a trilogy, part of the box set, so the only way you have the description was going to be on the back cover. Okay, without looking, does this book have an author photo? This is The Pillars of the Earth, written by Ken Follett. He normally has a photo in his books, but this is like a special edition one. Not a special edition one, but this is like a different cover than his other ones. Ooh, so I'm gonna say no. There's no cover. There's no photo. Ah, oh, dang it. Oh man. I should have gone with my instincts. He typically has a photo. Dang it. Okay, without looking it up, is this author using a pen name? So that's my very old and battered original copy of The Chamber of Secrets, written by J.K. Rowling. I mean, is like J.K. Rowling her pen name? Because she's Jo Rowling. This is a toss-up. She has a different, she writes under a pseudonym for the Cormoran Strike series, which is Robert Galbraith. This technically is a pen name because it's her initials. Okay, without peeking, what point of view is this book written in? First or third? So this is my Word Cloud Classics edition of The Count of Monte Cristo, written by Alexandre Dumas. I also have not read this one. I think it's written in third person, because I've like half read The Three Musketeers, and that was in third person. Let's check. Third person. Yes. Thank you, classics. Without looking, are there any pictures or graphics in this book? That is Sawkill Girls, written by Claire Legrand. There are no graphics or pictures, not even a map, because it's a third-person horror. Like, do we count those? Because I don't. Like, the little photos at the chapter heading. I don't know, your call. If you count it, you can count this one against me. I don't even know what my score is. Oh, Lord. Are we keeping score? Is this the thing that people do in this video? Without looking, does it have an epilogue? This is Blood Witch, written by Susan Dennard. This is the only book in the Witchland series that I own that I haven't read yet. Does it have an epilogue? Did her other ones have an epilogue? Like, now I don't even remember. Yes. Let's just go for it. It's a 50-50 chance. I don't want to spoil myself. I mean, I don't think it is an epilogue. It's just chapter 62. If it was epilogue, it would say epilogue. Okay, without looking, does this book have a prologue? I just hauled this book, so I definitely haven't read it. This is The Amber Spyglass, written by Philip Pullman. This is book number 3 of his Dark Materials trilogy. I'm gonna say no prologue. It just says contents, like chapter 1. If it doesn't explicitly say prologue, I'm gonna say it's not a prologue. Without looking, is this book signed? Probably not. I don't have that many signed books. 11 and 17. Ooh. The book I wound up with was Age of Legend, written by Michael J. Sullivan. This is hilarious. When I said probably not, I don't have that many signed books. Of the handful of signed books that I own, Age of Legend is one of them because I participated in the Kickstarter campaign to get this book. So, I've got the signed bookmark that goes along with this, and he did go through and sign all of the copies in the Kickstarter campaign. Without looking, do the page numbers have a design above or below them, or none at all? Okay, this is A Feast for Crows, written by George R.R. Martin. Yes, I do know that there's like a little bit of a design, but is it above or below? It's the character's name. I'm gonna go with above. Nice. I had no idea like where they were positioned, and I completely forgot what the designs were, but I knew that they were designs. Yes. Without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on them? Oh, I mixed them up. So, do the page numbers have a design or below or above them? So I answered that wrong. That was page numbers. The answer is no, but now that question's already spoiled. I was thinking of chapter headers, in which case that book has chapter headers that have designs on them. Okay, so now I need a new one. 5 and 12. Oh, Luna's in front of that. Okay. Wow, she's really not cared. Okay, this is The Star Touch Queen, written by Roshni Chokshi. I have not read this one. But there's like a design on the cover. Like there's a border on the cover. I'm gonna say yeah. Let's try it. No. It's like a little bitty. That doesn't count as a design. I wouldn't count that as a design. Without looking, are the acknowledgements in the front or the back of the book? For that book, I got Heartless, written by Gail Carriger, book number 4 of the Parasol Protectorate. I think she did, because I've only read the first 2 of the series, I think she did acknowledgements in the back. Oh no. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Oh, okay, yeah, there's acknowledgements in the back of the book. I don't know why I get so nervous over these questions. Without looking, what year was this book published? So for that, I found Edge of Eternity, written by Ken Follett, book number 3 of the Century Trilogy. This book came out a couple of years ago, but like what year was it? I'm gonna go 2014. Copyright Ken Follett, 2014. This brought me back to like when I first moved to Texas, And I hadn't discovered that many bookstores around me yet, but the Barnes & Noble down the road. And I knew that this book was like a new release because I had the first two already in paperback, and that one had just come out in hardcover, and I didn't want to buy it in hardcover, so I was waiting for the paperback release. And the very last question is, without looking, what year did I read this book? And the coordinates are 15 and 19. Well, this was bound to happen with 50% of the books being unread. This is In the Labyrinth of Drakes, written by Marie Brennan. This is book number 4 of the Memoirs of Lady Trent series. And I actually haven't read this book. So, fitting way to end a challenge where I knew going in that there would be not as many books that I knew. I've been filming for 42 minutes, filming this challenge. So this was a fun one. Thank you so much to everyone who supplied me with some coordinates, because I could not have done this without you. Yeah, let me know what you thought of this challenge in the comment section below. Let me know if you've read any of these books, if you knew any of the answers before I did, or if you had them right and I got them wrong, let me know that. Or you can find me on my social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. It's at whatcassread. Same as this channel, so it's super easy to find, and my Goodreads link is always listed down below. And then, of course, you know how these videos end. I'll talk to you later. Bye.